When you stop drinking alcohol for a year, this is exactly what you can expect. And no, it's not where I am right now, which is the Scottish Highlands. I think there's a flag. Yeah, there it is. It's not the Scottish Highlands, it's something different. But when I was here, that's when I realised, oh, just wait. If you drink a small amount of alcohol, a large amount of alcohol, it doesn't matter. This will hit you. If you've already stopped drinking, you're going to relate to this. And if you've not stopped drinking, you've got something good to come. So what am I talking about? I've not drank for coming up to 8 years. It was a decade of trial and error, struggling, binge drinking. Alcohol was the biggest source of pain in my life. And when I first stopped drinking alcohol, I felt like the old me was back. I felt like I could do things. I had this self-confidence, this self-belief. I felt positive. So what I ended up doing was I quit my job, like I was working in a restaurant, because I had no money. I was really on my arse, as they say in England. But I was at this rock bottom moment, and then when I stopped drinking alcohol, I felt like I can do things again. I'm back. It was a nice feeling. So I immediately quit my job, went to work as a personal trainer in a gym, and then ended up booking a one-way flight to Thailand. Because whilst I was doing this personal training business and I wasn't drinking alcohol, I had this feeling of like, I can do anything again. Like I'm just who I was the last time I stopped drinking. Because when I relapsed, I just couldn't operate the same. Because what happened is I had this long period of time without drinking, 6, 7, 8 months, and went really, really well, was doing personal training business, just felt good. And I drank again and I couldn't make it work. I just couldn't make anything work. I couldn't make a relationship work. I couldn't move to London. There was so many things that just went wrong. As soon as I stopped drinking alcohol, it was like, it's on, I'm back. It was such a good feeling. So, sounds a bit cocky. But hey, at the time, that's how I felt. I just felt like I could do things and it was nice. Now, after I'd stopped drinking for 1 year, I'm going to move actually. Oh my gosh, I thought my phone was going to blow in the Scottish Sea. I'm not going in that. I'll have to say goodbye to this phone. It looks gold. So anyway, when I'd not drank for 1 full year, I'll put my back this way so I'm not got the wind blowing on me. Yeah, but I made a video talking about not drinking alcohol for 1 year and all the benefits and all the great things. And this one word that people just seemed to resonate with was clarity. So what happened is I got this clarity back. That first year of not drinking alcohol, I could see things that I couldn't see before. I could think through things. I knew that I could solve complex problems again, but I couldn't when I was drinking. And this is why when people tell me, oh, it's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. I'm thinking to myself, you don't know how bad it is until you stop to realize what you're even capable of. So I'll give you an example of why I wanted to make this video. So I'm in Scotland. Do you want to know something? I lived in England my whole life. I've been to Scotland once and I don't remember any of this. I remember going to Edinburgh and getting drunk and then driving home and falling asleep on the way home. I don't remember it. And I didn't even know that it was this beautiful. I mean, it's just unbelievably amazing. I mean, it's a bit cloudy and a bit cold, but it kind of adds to the dramatic landscape, doesn't it? So it's pretty spectacular. So, I'm in England with my wife. My wife is going to give birth in a few months, so this is kind of like our last trip to enjoy. We don't live here. We live in Thailand. So, I'm driving around England and I'm just like, I just don't remember this. I don't remember it being this spectacular, this beautiful. Now, for a lot of people watching this, you'll be thinking, well, duh, it's England. A lot of Americans know how nice England is. It's very green. It rains a lot, but that's why it's so green. And, I'm driving around and I'm in Scotland now and I'm just like, this country is amazing. I just didn't ever see it this positively. So I'm here and I'm just thinking like, how did I not see this when I lived here? Now you might argue that, it's because it's home, right? It's all you know, so it's just not that amazing. But then when you take a break and you leave and then you come back, you start to appreciate it differently. But I think it's different. I think there's another layer to this. Oh my gosh, this wind, I'm gonna start walking backwards or something. I just feel like my phone's gonna just blast off into that ocean again. It's so windy. All right, I've just moved back to sit on this giant rock. Very Scottish, sitting on a giant rock by the ocean. Right, so what I was saying is, This time that I've been in England, I've appreciated it so much more. Now, when I lived in England, I hate talking about it, honestly, it's sad, but I'd always put myself first. I'd put my where am I going to drink? I didn't want to come to a place like this because you can't drink and drive. Yeah, when I think about it, it's just so sad. Like, all I was really thinking about was drinking and partying. So to come to a place like this, it just wouldn't have happened. Yeah. I'm kind of looking at it right now, just feeling a bit sad. Like, it was all pretty sad. I think people that drink are quite sad, quite selfish. Just what they're really doing is putting how they feel over everything else. Like that little feeling inside of you, that's all you want. And you're willing to sacrifice your health, your financial life, you're willing to sacrifice some relationships sometimes, you're willing to sacrifice moments like this, being able to come to a place like this and truly appreciate it. I'm not talking about coming here and then drinking the whole time and not really appreciating it. I'm talking about true appreciation. You sacrifice all of that just for that little feeling inside of you. It's really sad. It's really sad. It doesn't do anything for you. It gives you nothing. All it does is take things away from you. And it takes so much away. And just when I was here, it's that clarity again. It's like I'm here and I can appreciate it. And I don't think I would have seen this 7 years ago when I was drinking. So 8 years ago, however long it was, I don't know. I just don't think I would have appreciated it the same way. Well, I know I wouldn't because I couldn't see it before. And yeah, it's a good life. It's a good life. When you don't drink, I promise you. And that's why I get annoyed when people say that they're functioning, because you don't know how good it is without alcohol because you've never had that prolonged period of time without it. Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for a world. People tell me sometimes, what, you've not drank one drop? It's like, nope, not a single drop. In fact, the only time I tasted alcohol was when my friend once gave me medicine and it had alcohol and I spat it out straight away. I was like, what is that? And the other time was I had a cheesecake and it had some tequila in it, like a trace, and I just didn't even eat it. I hate the taste. Yeah, I've trained myself to a point where I am so repulsed even by the idea of alcohol that I can taste it in a split second. So those two instances. Yeah, when people tell me though that they're confused, like not a single drop, not even like one drink, it's like, no. And you couldn't pay me $100,000 to drink a drink because I wouldn't risk it. I would not risk trading this for death, for poison, for nothing. Yeah, it's just not for me. But yeah, so in that first year of stopping drinking, you can expect an insane level of clarity. That can be good, that can be bad, it just depends. Sometimes it can hurt because you look at your life and you might not be as happy with it. But overall, it's a pretty awesome thing, and I think you'll start to appreciate life in a way that you didn't even, it's not that you didn't know that it existed, but you just start to appreciate things so much more. So much more. Anyway, I better get back inside. It is pretty cold, I can't lie, but it's spectacular. Reminds me of South Lake Tahoe. That was a good place. Anyway, have a good one.